Okay, so basically this first bot, just like all the other ones, is going to be pretty simple. We just needed to submit company listing information to directories like Google Places, also companies like Yelp.com that provide a place for people to list their company. The overall steps is basically to have an account on the system, but we can provide you with different accounts to use for the bot. But this one right here, like most of them, are free, and it's pretty simple. You just go to the sign up page and you start by looking for your company. So the first few steps will be looking for the company, but if all we need to do really is just put in some errors, and it typically will just give us the option to just create our own. There's a page that we can go directly to. I can't recall it off the top of my head, but we can find that. That's pretty simple, and just go straight to the page that lets us enter in a new company. The first bot is this Google Places one, and I've already pre-populated an account here, so I'll just sign in. The first step is to basically just add a business. So just click add another business. The next step is to go through here and fill out the company information. These fields should be populated from our database. All this stuff needs to be filled out. I'm not going to do it for the sake of time, but our database will have this for you to populate into these spots. Now we'll want each listing that we have in our database to be able to pull the right categories for that listing. So they're not going to all be the same category, they're not going to all have the same website and all the same email. Whatever for that listing, for this particular listing that I'm creating right now, I need it to pull the right company information for this company from our database to fill out these fields. The first thing is it'll need a category. Let's do that, and then you just click next. It'll look for the company. If it can't find it, or if it can find it, it'll ask you to claim it. But every time, we'll always want to add a listing no matter what. That's the next thing. And then finally, we'll want to add the option to either yes or no this. So based on I don't know, some sort of checkbox that we check before we run the bot, we want to let it know to do yes or no to this. Right now I'm just going to do no. But if it is yes, basically it's exactly the way it should be set up, 20 miles from the location. So it just takes the address you put in the first time, the first details page. It just takes the city and then adds 20 miles radius around it. So you won't have to add anything special to that. Just make sure we have the option in the beginning to say this is a service one or not. We'll just do no. Hours of operations, we'll always want to do my hours. And then if this is special for our client, we'll want to make sure we can change that. But for now, for this first bot, just go ahead and set it up to where it just checks this box and just pre-populates these exact fields, because these are the default numbers, so you won't have to change anything. Just have to check this box with the bot. And payment options, we'll want to just do cash, American, Discover, MasterCard, and Visa. Just credit cards and then cash. Nothing else. We'll do check instead of cash. Photos, we'll have URLs, direct photo URLs, web addresses, to pull to add one at a time to here. So the bot will take the first one. So let's just pull this one actually. Man, struggling here. The bot will just, go down a list of URLs that we have, and just put them in, and then just put the next one in, put the next one in, and it goes up to 10 images. And then the next thing is videos. We'll want to specify a couple videos in the database. We'll have, with each listing, we'll have in there videos with each listing that you can pull from for this particular submission. So same with the pictures. You'll see the database how it's set up, but videos you'll want to pull and put them in there as well, and it's just a URL. Additional details is pretty simple as well. It's just pull from the database and populate into the fields. If we need an extra space, if there's 5 fields or 5 phrases that we'll want to put in these boxes, and we only have 2 boxes here, the bot will need to know if it has extra amount that it needs to push add another. Actually, I think what happens is if you fill out this. No, okay. I was just saying because I thought it would drop another box down here. No, okay. And then, oh man, it reset it. I pushed enter and it reset it, so I'm just going to hurry and fill these out. I'll just leave all that empty. Then they would just click submit. The bot would just click submit. And after that point, you're all done. You would just click. For this bot, go ahead and click by phone. But we'll want to be able to change this bot so it says by postcard pretty soon. Maybe just have 2 versions, one that says by postcard and one that says by bot. But if you can add in the function of the Visual Basic program that we can specify that for, I guess, the current list of companies that we want to submit, something like that. But for now, just do everything by phone. Pretty simple. And then you just click finish and you're done for this listing. And then it would loop into the next business, and then it would look for the next business's information in the database to then populate the fields correctly for the next business. That's pretty much it. That's everything you'll need to do for this bot, is just create an account on Google Places. We'll give you Gmails to use. Actually, you can just pull them from the database. The next thing is actually we'll need an easy way to edit these listings. Well, if we do them right in the beginning, we won't need to edit them. But we can talk about the editing of these listings, because the next thing is just an edit the listing bot. So, if we open up the database and we go to one of the fields, one of the tables to edit one of these listings, and we change the phone number on one of them, we'll just want to run the bot to have it find any differences, to see if anything's been changed from the database before. And notice that there's been a change. So say this number's been changed. We'll want it to figure out what the login is for this Google account. Log in, and then go to here and navigate to the correct field to re-update it. Once it's been updated, just click submit. So that's pretty much the edit one, but for now just do the creation one. Don't worry about editing it, just create the listings with a bot. That's about it.